Only a third of board directors see climate as a high priority, according to new research from the Climate Governance Initiative. So why should boards care about climate and sustainability? Here are some of the reasons.
Perhaps the most significant ways in which boards can benefit from the transition to a low emissions and climate resilient economy is by bringing new products and or services to the market where they are part of the solution. And these sunrise opportunities are really set to expand.
These companies that demonstrate that they walk the talk, actually they have better access to capital. They have a lower cost of capital, and your investors and financiers are much more willing to finance you because they want to channel the capital to projects and companies that are environmentally positive.
Having a sustainable company is the best thing for your company or for your business because it will just give everyone certainty, including your employees, the communities, investors, of your long-term resilience and capacity to deliver sustainable results.
Acting responsibly on climate has a positive impact on the brand, on the reputation, on the attractiveness of the organization to employees, on the attractiveness of the products or the services to consumers.
There's obviously a lot of investor expectation that's out there. There's a lot of expectation from employees and the workforce in terms of the type of companies that they want to work for.
The other aspect is the reputation, the brand equity. That is intangible. If customers and suppliers, investors, financiers, regulators as well trust you, you're going to be doing your business sustainably for many, many years to come.
Having been exposed to the reality of what's happening in terms of the environment, also what's happening in terms of social issues, I can't unlearn what I've learned. One of my favorite quotes, I think it's an HSBC quote, says, "Climate change has no borders."
The severity of the storms, the severity of weather events, the frequency, the degrees of heat, just the pure amount of degrees over an average really is one that every individual needs to wake up to.
I think it is important to be mindful of the obligations under various laws and regulations, but even more important, to be mindful of what happens when you want to cross borders and operate in territories which are even more sensitive to climate than your own jurisdiction might be. It becomes very important in my role as a board director to understand and appreciate how these regulatory changes are going to affect the future of the company that I'm trying to steward.
I think it's important to evolve your strategy ahead of reporting and disclosure obligations, because then you are ahead of the curve, as it were. You could wait until the regulator steps up, but then you'd be rushing to catch up with the rest of your peers, making it an even more crowded space. But if you're far-sighted, if you're looking around the corner, if you're a discerning board that has strong critical thinking skills, then this is an inevitable transition and you want to be ahead of the narrative.
As a leader, one of your most important roles is to create hope. It's to be sharing what the future will look like and how you will help the company and the society to get there.
Business needs to be a driver of change and of people's development, and also of nourishing our planet within the boundaries it has set to us. We cannot negotiate with nature. We need to live in harmony with nature.
Private sectors are one of the largest contributors to emissions. So we all not only have a responsibility, but the recent wave of increased reporting and disclosure is actually sharpening accountability as well.
So as private sector, we cannot only rely on the public sector, on government to set the policies and to give us the rules and regulations to act on. We have to take initiatives because we are the ones who are managing a lot of different kinds of capital, including natural capital.
it is very important to promote collaboration agreements among organizations, because there is no organization that has all the knowledge to work against climate change.
Climate and global warming can cause existential risks to businesses as well as to humanity. I have a 4-year-old grandson, so I want to leave him a better world to live in.
I feel responsible for the planet. I will feel responsible for people, and I also feel responsible for profit. That is one of the most important tasks for boards, to bring these 3 Ps together.
Let's not worry about the politics. Let's not worry about the rhetoric. Let's focus on the action.